Everyone, welcome to Psychology Class for All. I'm Dr. Ranjulal, Associate Professor of Psychology. From today, I'm starting a new series of CUET PG Syllabus for Psychology. I'm starting with the Chapter 13, Statistics for Psychology. And the topic under this chapter for discussion is Introduction of Psychological Research. The first, this topic can be broken down into various subtopics. The first one is understanding psychological research. Psychological research is a systematic and scientific approach that is used to study human thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It helps psychologists to understand various mental processes, diagnose psychological disorders, and develop treatments based on empirical evidence. Research in psychology is essential for validating theories, improving mental health practices, and shaping public policies. Importance of psychological research: it enhances understanding of human behavior. Research provides insight into how and why people think, feel, and act in different situations. Evidence based practice. Psychological research forms the foundation for therapies and interventions used in clinical settings, improves education and work environment. Studies on cognitive development, motivation, and stress management help improve learning and workplace productivity. Policy formulation. Government and organizations rely on psychological research to create mental health programs, laws, and social policies. Now, discussing the key aspects of psychological research. Under this, we can discuss goals of psychological research, such as describe, observing behavior and describing it in detail. For example, studying patterns of anxiety in students. Explain, understanding the causes behind behaviors. Example could be why stress affects performance. To predict, anticipating future behaviors based on research findings. Example could be predicting how sleep deprivation impacts memory. To control or influence, by using research findings to develop interventions and solutions. Examples could be cognitive therapy for depression. Now, talking about types of psychological research, psychological research broadly can be categorized into two major categories. First is basic research, that is theoretical part, conducted to expand knowledge and understand fundamental psychological process. Example, studying how memory works in the brain or to understand how emotions influence decision making. Second is applied research that focuses on solving practical problems using psychological principles. Example could be investigating how stress affects job performance and developing therapy techniques for mental health treatment. Now, talking about methods of psychological research, psychologists uses various research methods depending on the nature of their study, actually what they want to study and how they want to study. First one could be experimental research. It used to conducted in controlled environment that means laboratories, to establish cause and effect relationships. Example, to test how sleep deprivation affects problem solving ability. Correlational research, It examines relationship between two or more variables but does not establish causation. Its example could be studying the correlation between social media use and anxiety level of people. Descriptive research, it focuses on observing and describing behavior with interferences. It has two types like case studies and surveys. Naturalistic observation could also be there. So case study, this is the in-depth analysis of individuals or groups. Example can be taken as studying a patient with a rare psychological disorder. Surveys, that is collecting self-reported data from patients. Example can be polling students on stress level before their examinations. Third could be naturalistic observation, uh, observing behavior in real world settings, that is studying children's interaction in a playground. Fourth category is qualitative research. It uses non-numerical data to understand experiences, emotions, and social phenomena. Uh, Methods for qualitative research can be interviews, focus groups, and thematic analysis. Examples could be conducting interviews to explore the emotional impact of online bullying. Now, about ethical consideration that should be taken care in psychological research. First is informed consent. Participant must voluntarily agree to participate after being informed about the study's purpose. Second is confidentiality. Researchers must protect participants' personal information. Third is deception and debriefing. If deception is used in research, participants must be informed about it after the study. Protection from harm. Researchers must ensure participants do not experience physical or psychological harm. Apart from this, one more thing could be discussed, like role of psychological research in everyday life. It helps designing effective learning strategies, like cognitive psychology improves memory retention. So psychological research role in education is like that. Second role is improving the mental health, as it provides evidence based treatments for anxiety, depression, and other disorders. It helps in workplaces, and because we can utilize the psychological research contribution to enhance employee productivity, leadership, and motivation. Social change influences public policies on mental health, child development, and criminal behavior. So we can say that psychological research plays a crucial role in advancing our understanding of human behavior, its developmental aspects, and it helps in developing therapies and improving societal well being. So, I can say that this CUET psychology syllabus, especially for this research topic, covers these fundamental research principles to help the students or learners or researchers to grasp scientific method and apply them to real world challenges. Thank you.